You finally sit down after a long day, maybe trying to answer a few emails and take in a deep breath. And your child is glued to a screen, begging for just a few more minutes. You feel torn. Part of you wants that quiet, but another part of you knows that the screen time has been for too long. You're exhausted, pressed for time, and wondering, how did it get to this point? You're not alone, and it's not a reflection of your parenting. This struggle is normal, and with a few intentional strategies, you can reclaim balance without turning screen time into a daily battle. Why does this happen? You see, screens, they trigger dopamine peaks, which make them highly engaging for young children. Ending screen time can feel like taking away a really attractive reward. And young children often lack the self-regulation skills to manage this on their own. Neuroscience has shown that co-regulation, which is turning to parents or adults for comfort, is how children learn to manage emotions. So when your child asks you to carry me or wants a hug after screen time, they're not acting like they're spoiled. They're asking for help regulating. And the best person to do it? It will be you, the parent who is informed on child development, on the neuroscience behind your child's difficult behavior. 3 strategies to break the screen time cycle. Number 1, explain consequences simply. Help children understand why limits exist. Too much screen time makes it harder for you to sleep and to play safely. I could tell you 100% that kids cooperate better when the reasoning is clear rather than just being told no. Adele Faber and Elaine Maslish in How to Talk So Kids Will Listen and Listen So Kids Will Talk said that explaining the why encourages cooperation. In my own household, I've used screens as my babysitter, a very effective one, I have to admit. But I also make sure I explain to my kids the consequences of excessive screen time. I talk about blue light entering their eyes, reducing our body's ability to produce melatonin, which is a kind of hormone which helps us humans to sleep better. When this excessive blue light is in our body, it affects our ability to sleep well, which is needed for our healthy growth. Quick tip. Think about how you could explain the why behind screen limits so that your child actually understands. You could use my example or modify it as you like. Strategy number 2. Use a neutral stop, a timer. Set predictable transitions with a timer, an alarm, or verbal cue. This removes surprises, reduces frustration, and avoids power struggle. In Reset Your Child's Brain, Victoria Dunkley shared that predictable neutral cues reduce stress and help children move from high stimulation screen time to calmer activities. Some questions for us to reflect on. Could a timer or a neutral signal help my child transition smoothly without emotional escalation? Strategy number 3. Offer emotional support after screen time. Once screen time ends, provide co-regulation through hugs, through caring or quiet reassurance. This helps the child's brain adjust after dopamine peaks and teaches emotional self-regulation. Dr. Shefali Sabari explains in The Awakened Family that co-regulation strengthens connection and resilience while showing children that boundaries and love could coexist. A question to think about. How could I support my child emotionally after giving screen time without giving in or without reinforcing tantrums? Breaking the screen time cycle is not about being strict or denying fun. It's about predictable limits, explaining the reasoning, and offering emotional support. When your child asks for hugs or to be carried after screen time, remember, they're asking for help regulating, not testing your patience. Try these strategies this week and come back to comment below how they've worked in your household. I would love to hear your experience.